Hi there. This is going to be a demonstration of not necessarily the wood burning capabilities of the Solo Stove, but how well it works in conjunction if you have a backup alcohol stove, which is something that I usually take along with, especially if the weather's going to be a little bit wet. You never know if you're not going to be able to find dry tinder or anything like that, so I usually throw one of these little gadgets in the inside of the stove. So it's interesting to watch is how differently the alcohol stove performs inside the Solo Stove. So I'm going to fire this up, and then you kind of get an idea once this thing kicks in how much better it works. So you'll see, I'm going to turn the light off here so you get a chance to see the flames really taking effect inside the Solo Stove. So bear with me while I turn the lights off here. So as you can see, the flames are starting to come up the outside of the alcohol stove. You'll see a catch there in a second. It takes a little while just for the alcohol to heat up. And what's really interesting is the secondary burn that starts to occur in the vents of the Solo Stove. So you expect to see this during the wood burning aspect of the stove, but not necessarily of the alcohol stove. So just starting to heat up. I can actually hear the alcohol starting to boil. So the wood burning aspects of the Solo Stove, I think, have been explored significantly in a lot of the other videos, and it works extremely well. But there we go. So there's the alcohol stove flame. Hopefully you can see that. But now what you'll start to see is a secondary burning. I'm just going to adjust this a little bit. As you can see, the flame coming out of that now is actually just incredible. I'm going to move this. Bear with me if it's going to be a little bit shaky. You'll get a chance to see the inside now, how much that stove is performing here. So not your typical alcohol burn. So it's that airflow with the Solo Stove that's really making that stove on the inside perform like a little jet engine, if you will. Quite amazing. Now if that doesn't boil your water, nothing will. The heat coming off that is quite tremendous. It's quite amazing how quickly that heats up, and you can see the secondary flames coming out the side. So I know the intention of the Solo Stove is to burn wood, and it does that extremely well. But with the addition of this little one-piece, no moving parts alcohol burner as kind of a backup piece in your kit, it adds very, very little weight to it. You can see how much better this stove performs because the Solo Stove almost acts as a windbreak, and that secondary burning is, like I said, just incredible. So there we go. Just one more thing to love about the Solo Stove.